As you may or may not know, I actually really enjoy doing lots of different kinds of projects, whether it be interior design like this room that I'm still finishing, or leather work, but today we actually have kind of a different project. My friend asked me to redo his floorball helmet. So we have this wonderful helmet that he wants done in a Lord of the Rings Rohan horse theme. So that's what we're going to be working on. The first thing we're going to need to do with this thing is clean it up though. It has a wonderful sticky residue that we are having a hard time getting off. So that's the first step. Then we'll be sketching up the design, and from there we'll get into the sanding, the painting, and more painting. So it seems like out of all the different things we've tried to use to clean off this sticky nonsense, it seems like this Savo bleach spray has been the best one yet so far with a microfiber towel. So that's what we're going to start with, is cleaning this thing off so then we can start actually sanding and painting. So finally, after a ridiculous amount of scrubbing and cleaning and getting all the gunk off, this thing is mostly clean. I would say most of the sticky parts are gone, at least the ones that are really important that we're going to be dealing with. And so now we're just going to do a light sanding. We don't want to do it too deep to where it leaves grooves. I've done that before on accident with a motorcycle tank. So just a light sanding to get it rough so that we can eventually spray it. Okay, so we've got the cleaning done, we've got the sanding done. You can see this is kind of dull now. The paint isn't shiny so much. There's a few white spots on the edges where the paint was thin. Yeah, so the next step, normally I would go ahead and go spray this so that it dries with like a primer, but it's dark and it's nighttime, and so what I'm going to do instead is I'm actually going to get started on the actual design. So what my friend is asking for is a Lord of the Rings Rohan helmet, and Rohan is known for their horses. So he sent me some ideas that look like this, and what he wants me to do is basically just have freedom to take this idea and these colors, gold and green, and we are going to figure out how to put them on the helmet. So I will draw it digitally first, and then from there I will end up sketching it onto the helmet, onto both sides. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started on the sketching side of things. Alright, so today I stopped by the store and picked up our sprays. The first thing we are going to do is hit it with this gray primer. Then we are going to hit it with the dark forest green here that is a matte finish. And then we will finish that part with a matte clear coat on top. Before we do that, we have to cover up these little vents with tape. And after we do that, we'll get to spraying. Okay, so we have the helmet done and painted. It looks freaking great. And I've got the design done. I worked with Clip Studio. I went through a few different ideas, looked up some Celtic knots, messaged the guy who I'm making this for, and we finally came to a decision of what we're going to do with it. So what I need to do now is take that design and I'm going to draw it by hand onto here with kind of like, it's a pastel white pencil that will go on here and I can just wipe it off. And then we will paint it with just some gold acrylic paint and see how it looks. Okay, so the helmet's looking pretty great. We have finished up most of it so far, actually, and it's looking awesome, if I do say so myself. It took a while to do all these little knots and things, and also the gold was not as opaque as I was hoping on the first coat, so I had to do 3 to 4 coats on each of these spots. And so I'm also going to clear coat it with some shine at the end, at least over the gold. The rest will still be matte. And now the next step is taking this gunmetal darker gray, and I'm going to try to do details on the horse head up top and also in some other spots on this horse to kind of just make it pop more as much as I possibly can. And then I will look into doing some design on the back. I'm thinking of doing a like Celtic Trinity knot, but we'll see. So, yep, let's get into the details. So finally, after a ton of work and effort and thinking through stuff, the helmet's done. And I have to be honest with you, I'm extremely happy with how it turned out. And I would love to do more stuff like this. So without further ado, here's the reveal. No, obviously, sorry, that was dumb. There's gonna be, here's the actual. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you like this kind of content, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, as always, keep creating and be inspired.